You know, there was these occasions, you know, that are simple in their beauty. You could be at berry camp, you know, and all the sweetness of berry camp all around you. The butterflies would be in the trees, flying around in the dappled light there, and the sweetness of the berries are just everywhere. And you got a bunch of people out there, and you got some of them that are there to gather those berries, to go canning them and turning them into jam and cooking them. And all their kids are running around eating those berries. And when they're eating those berries, you know, they're shitting all over that campground, you know, and yeah, of course the toilet paper's there and the dogs are all eating it, you know how it is. It's beautiful. It's fucking sweet. It is.
Yeah.
It's sweet, and it's sweet in such a beautiful way that people don't even get it, because, you know, all those little kids shitting those berries all over the woods are doing more for those berries than those grandmothers canning them. And you couldn't convince the grandmothers of that, no way. Do you know what I mean? You could ask them the question, and they wouldn't understand what you meant. It was that beautiful, and that simple, and that kind of crazy coyote way. You know, and so berry camp is full of that sweetness, even the sweet smell of shit. I smell berry shit, you know, like that, and those kids is berry shit, and if I was a dog, I'd eat it, I tell you the truth. Because, you know, Tupac Huida, up the way he is shit eater, and I suppose the primest of all the shit would be meat and berries. And berries just smell so sweet, you know, it doesn't smell like shit at all.
Wish I had some right now.
Oh God, I wish all shit in the world was berry shit. It's so sweet. And that's how sweet berry camp is. It really is. It's really how sweet it is. And you know, when you think about that, you know, you gotta think about the purpose of Creator. How the purpose of Creator is in all that sweetness, you know, that berry would look so fine that it would catch your eye gleaming in the light, all dew covered. Ah, what a seductress to the eye, what eyeball candy. It just all plays together like that, like a snake, like the flow of a movement, of a thought, of an idea. And the next thing you know, you find it in your hand, and it's just like pinching a little nipple on the bestest of girlfriends. Oh my God, you go, whoa, that berry's hot, and then you throw it in your mouth, and it is so sweet. And then it has to go through the snake that is your gut to pass out like that kid's poop out there at Grandma's camp. And laying out there in that berry camp next to a log, it would grow those huckleberries again where they can't grow them anywhere in a little greenhouse. You see, because the design of the Creator was in it. And those actions were lined up with the very purpose of that Creator, so it could give it life. But that's how it is in that beauty walk. Don't come to me and tell me your love until you've walked in beauty this way for a lifetime, or at least a year, or at least to understand what I'm talking about. You'd have to walk in it to even know what I mean by love. Because you know it's like that with that. It's the purpose of someone's life was to line up with the intention of a Creator. And if they understood a Creator at all, they'd understand that the Creator's purpose would have to be to give life, to make it abundant and diverse. And for that reason only would that Creator be. And so, like say, somebody walking in a beauty way, planting back for just ever, you know, in it, just lots, just gardens. So they have a treasure of wildflowers, and where their treasure is, their heart is, and their heart being there, return to their mother, walking in beauty that way. Now that one could talk to me about love. Because you see, that one had lined up their intention of their entire existence for that time to do that. They lined up their intention of their existence with the purpose of a Creator. And it's like a hollow bone, like a whistle turning. And it's only when that wind is at that right place that it could actually whistle. And that's what magic is. When one's purpose is lined up with the intention of a spirit like a Creator in such a way that your labor, your work, your gas, your grass, your ass is all moving that way with that intention. That spirit could line up with your lifetime, and then it's magic, not like a wand in your hand, poof, things appear and disappear, but more like being the blessed child of a loving father and mother, so that you would understand what it is to be a child again. And that one could only be blessed this way and have that magic. You'd have to become those children. and enjoy that sweet berry time shit that way and line that purpose up. And how would I end something like this? There was something I'd say at the end of this and I can't even remember what it was. Do you remember? I said, I could make that video, but I'd want to say this at the end of it. I don't know. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you for your attention.